Fans of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire have been anticipating his forthcoming sixth novel, The Winds of Winter, for a long time. The previous book in the epic fantasy series A Song of Ice and Fire was released in 2011, more than a decade ago. Although he occasionally updates his admirers, many are irritated because he is taking too long to complete. Martin recently hinted once again that the Game of Thrones novel remains his first priority. In the recent Deadline FYC House plus HBO Max series, which was held back in March, Martin hinted that he is still working on the Game of Thrones books while explaining how different Fire and Blood is. He said, "They are significantly different from the books that were the source for Game of Thrones. Those are 5, soon to be 7, I hope, novels that are fully developed with characters, the dialogue, the scenes, it's all there." Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Fire and Blood is an imaginary history book that has a few scenes where I zero in and give you a path page of a scene. Martin had high praises for Condal and the team's work on the Game of Thrones prequel. I give you some actual dialogue, but mostly it's history. It's an outline and you can't present an outline in television, so it has to be filled in. And that's where I think Ryan and his staff of writers have done a marvelous job. In Fire and Blood, for example, it is stated that Aemma Arryn dies in childbirth and her son dies the following day. There's nothing about the most horrendous childbirth scene ever seen on television. That was entirely the work of Condal and your writers. And it's incredibly powerful scene that just my summary, one line would not have conveyed. There's a lot of that in this show. It's an adaptation, but it's also a creation. What will happen next with the sixth book in the series, The Winds of Winter, has always been the subject of several rumors, predictions, and ideas in forums. However, given that George was just 500 pages away from finishing, we can still expect The Winds of Winter to be published in 2024. Martin confirmed on his blog Not a Blog last year in July that his books will take a different route. What I have noticed more and more of late, however, is my gardening is taking me further and further away from the television series. Yes, some of the things you saw on HBO in Game of Thrones you will also see in The Winds of Winter, though maybe not in quite the same ways, but much of the rest will be quite different. George R.R. Martin is not really known for writing books at a good pace, and from what we know he has to complete 500 manuscript pages with several character threads and possibly a large battle sequence. It is highly unlikely that Winds of Winter will be finished before December 2023, as there are lots of plots and big battles to cover hinted in the previous installment. Martin is making steady progress, and there's a promise that it might arrive sometime in 2024. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.